2 weeks ago, the country woke up to what many said was a rude shock with the production of a very nice music piece, which I think caught almost everyone by surprise. By surprise, in the sense that it was done by one of the biggest, the country's biggest music label, Kalandanya Music Production. And most people, what surprised was, at one point, they had allowed the Kalandanya Music Production to be a pure PF, the production house. But at that 2 weeks ago, they produced a song which I think was more of a unity. It was talking about the new government's achievements in terms of uniting the country and many other things. So most people were wondering what has led to this. Today on Chat 360, we are privileged to host members of the Kalandanya Music Production who are going to give us a brief background to what's the title of that song? Ichalo Namorao song. We want to know what made them do that song. And on Chat 360 today, I have Leo Muntunga, Mainza Nation, and Mr. Sashi Mbanga, who are members of the Kalandanya Music Production. Maybe I'll start with Mr. Mbanga. What really motivated Kalandanya Music Production to be the house to spearhead or produce this song?
Okay, so just a small brief. First of all, we are a music company, and we have a lot of musicians under our wing, and so we thought that we could unify musicians that felt we didn't look at them, we didn't consider them to be part of our organization or the production that we do. So we thought maybe this would be a good start to kind of unify the musicians. Okay. Yes, so that is the main motivation.
So basically you are talking about this song or this decision was arrived at after realizing the segmentation in the music industry, and you thought it was best that you bring
Yes, we unify them, because you see, at the end of the day, they want something, we want something. What we want is to take Zambian music high, as we keep promoting it, and they want to be part of the journey. And it was important that we find something that would bring common ground, and I think this was a perfect song for it.
I'll get back to my earlier question. People aligned you to the PF. They said Kalandanya Music Production is a PF, because actually there were even some insinuations that it was sponsored by the PF, or its music tools, its production equipment and the like was bought by the PF using PF money. So we want to know what is the truth behind the Kalandanya Music Production.
We're a music company. We've been fortunate enough to have somebody invest in young people, and we are at all not PF. What do they call it? I don't even know. We are not PF. No, we are not. We are not.
We are told we are PF.
No. Music is our business. We're not, and that's what we do. Music is our business.
Okay. Now let's get back to the song. I don't know whether it's Mainza or Lee always going to take up this issue. Why Ichalo Namorao?
Basically, you're taking it from a general point of view. I'm a passionate citizen from the country, and I'm seeing the policies that the UK government is putting in place and how favorable it is to do business, even to survive as a citizen. And I think if you cannot see the good that is coming with it, then I don't know what to call it. But I think it was just about the favorable policies that they're putting in place. It's making life easy. It's making life easy. And I think it goes without saying that it was only right that we had to come up with a project like this to just sum everything up and be able to appreciate it.
Yeah. So what went into the process of identifying which musicians were going to do the song?
It was passion. We're looking at people that are passionate about the industry and the country. It's passion.
Ichalo Namorao.
Ichalo Namorao.
What is it?
You need morale in everything you do. And these policies are giving people morale to live on. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, what is the way forward? Now you've done Ichalo Namorao. What is next?
Like I said before, we're a music company. Okay. I mean, not long ago we launched Zambia's leading album right now by Michael. Last year we had another one with Yo Max. So we shall continue producing music. We shall continue making music that unifies the country. We shall continue producing music as we always do.
Okay. What is the future of Zambia?
What is the future? It's bright. We're reaching a stage where people don't look down on a youth who says they are a musician, because these days they actually earn money from their music. You know, they earn money from streaming, they earn money from endorsements, they earn money through social media, so they have value. You know, and I feel that probably even the government should even invest more in this industry, because in other countries it's $1 billion industry. Why is it not $1 billion industry here? It's because we're not really investing that much, and it should be something that actually the government should look at and say, hey, can we invest a bit more in entertainment and in arts, because it will create a lot of employment. Let me give you an example. When you take a musician, we like to say they're a brand, they're a business, okay? And that guy will employ someone who do events, right? We employ someone who wants to sell alcohol. When they create an event. So there's a lot of benefits that a lot of people benefit from when one musician goes big and generates all the attention and people love their music. So that thing that they do, they employ people. So I feel that it's an industry that is bright if we do invest in it a bit more, if we do produce better quality music, if musicians are more unified and united, you know, because of course recently you heard already complaining about what's happening when we bring foreign, new musicians. So the future is bright, so we have to kind of build it.
Zambia is known to be a country that is full of talent, even across the globe, and KMP was a missing link to bringing this talent alive. When we came on board to start to bring up these artists and put them together and get what they have to show it to the world, our perception was to grow the music. We needed the world to listen to what KMP has to offer, or we need the world to listen to what Zambia has to offer. Yeah. So from that, we've birthed some of the greatest artists right now that are doing incredible stuff in Zambia and in Africa at large. So pretty much it was us wanting to get the music out there, and of which so far so good. We are on course on doing that. We are pushing Zambian music. We want Zambian music to be one of the recognized music countries, like we have in Nigeria, South Africa, and KMP was that missing link.
So, and just to add on, because we really, really passionately want to take Zambian music to the next level, to the map, to the world, to Africa. That's really, really what we're passionate about, because if you really understand how many people in Zambia passionately support music, there's many rich people that just sit and don't support many young people who can, keep our culture, promote our culture. They don't, but we are doing it, and we are passionate about it, and every day this is what we do.
No. Okay. Now we have seen, like you were saying, the music industry is slowly growing.
Yes.
And you have said there had been a missing link in Zambia. What exactly is going on? In the past, we used to have modern music production. I think they started this crusade of modern music production houses. And Kalandanya has come in now. What exactly is it that Kalandanya is bringing that people should say, yes, there we are? I think Zambian music is going up.
You do realize that at the point before we stepped in, the video qualities in Zambian music used to be very bad. So, they never used to spend a lot of money on video, on the standard of videos. Then we came, we improved the standard. So which means that whoever comes, and this is how industries grow, which means that whoever comes into that industry, they have to beat the level that we have set. So if we decide today that we're increasing the level, whoever is coming in has to increase the level. So henceforth, we've tremendously improved the level of music in Zambia.
Maybe to just I'd like you to take music is an art, and what we thought of doing when we came in was try to first empower an artist. When you empower an artist, you know what you're doing. You're making it easy for them to have enough time to work on their art. Okay? Rather than where an artist is supposed to be thinking about music, you're thinking about the rental, you're thinking about minimum, you're thinking about all these other things. It kind of also becomes more like an hindrance to somebody being fully exercising their potential in terms of music growth. So I think also that was also missing. Yeah, so when we came in, we tried to see how we can have all these things under one umbrella, where an artist will just come in, write a song, whatever they do, and to come up with a product that somebody can sell, somebody can sit and listen to. Yeah.
Now, when you look at Kalandanya Productions, we have had most of the artists have been from Osaka, Copperbelt, and a bit from Central Province. I think you have had, I don't know, the Yoma Dreams or whatever, they come from Central Province. There's a lot of talent out in Eastern Province, Southern Province, Western Province, and what program do you have to roll out your presence to these other provinces so that you can tap the talent that is out?
Okay, so we're working on various projects right now. We said from last year to recognize and identify talent. We're already on course. We already have a bunch of artists, not only from Central, Osaka, Kobe, we have artists from Southern Province that we're working with that are under our umbrella. That we're putting together. We're putting together some sort of a talent show that you'll begin to see in the next coming days. That will also help us identify these talents that are hidden in these outskirts of Osaka. Yeah. So another thing that we are doing also, we have tried to go on a various tour in different provinces, where we'll be able to identify talents on our shows. We're bringing in our big guys, put them on the stage, identify good talents that we can pick from there. Then, depending on how it goes, we continue pushing and we start bringing the next big stars through those various mediums.
And in addition, so as we go around the country, our main goal also is that, think about it, all the big events happen in Osaka, right? So what about Kabwe? What about Mbala? You know what I mean? What about Samfya? All those places are Zambians live there, right? And we are interested in Zambian music and promoting Zambia. So we've decided that as we go in those places and set up events, we are also economically promoting the culture in that place. So think about it. Vendors will come, people will buy tickets, alcohol companies will sell. People that need a small security job will come there, there will be security. So there's economic activity. So we're basically taking economic activity. Yes, it might not be on a grand scale to shake the GDP, but we're getting there. Yeah.
Okay. In the next 1 minute, were you thinking of diversifying from the normal music that we have gotten used to the traditional music? A traditional musician still come by Kalandanya and say, I want to record it? Or you have got just a specific genre of music?
No, we accept all genres of music. All genres of music. Whether someone is doing Zamro, whether they're doing Kalimba, we're happy. I mean, just yesterday we were having a discussion that would it be nice to kind of redo some of P.K. Chala's projects, because we need to keep the culture. That's our culture. I kind of feel that's why our institution is very important for Zambia, because we are really preserving the culture. 10 years, 20 years from now, there's music that you will find that we have stored that other people will appreciate.
Boss, it's been a pleasure, but maybe you can just sum up everything that we have discussed here. I know Mr. Wang has been speaking throughout, so we won't allow you to sum up. We'll allow you to sum up.
I think what I would like to say is the initiative that we put up, it's not for me, It's not for him, it's not for you. It's for every talented young Zambian that is able to come up with a good song that people can listen to. That's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to taking music from where it was to different levels, a level that will be appreciated worldwide. I think pretty much that is our goal as KMP. Yes. We are not a political party. We are in business. We're into the music business.
It's very cool.
For that, we are service providers when it comes to that.
Service provider.
That's
a key. You are a service provider.
Just like MTN Airtel, we sell music. We sell music.
Comments, thank you very much for this. Then just a little time on, I know you are busy, you have got a trip to Eastern Province. Before we close, Madam Director, before we close, I understand that you have a trip to Eastern Province.
Yes.
What is happening?
So we've got an amazing show in Eastern Province. Anticipation is high. We're having what we're calling the Kumao Beer Festival. This is going to be at Lucian Gardens on Saturday. So we've gotten all the big guns from Osaka, and we're getting some artists from Eastern Province. We're going to have a big show there. There's going to be food, music. We're going to be sharing an amazing time there. Yeah, so it's really going to be big. So the team has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure to give people from Chipata a good show, not just any other show. So we are really pushing a lot to have this show. As one of the most memorable things that have happened in Chipata, except the opening round.
You said what I wanted to say, so I won't say it. Because you said what I wanted to say. Mr. Manga, just sum up and speak to the viewers.
We hope that the people enjoy the song that artists did. Let's support the government. Let's support the president. He's on a good path. Personally, I really think that a lot of young people have a chance, especially accessing things like CDF, because it's really been leveled on the ground. Let's support them. Let's support the music. Let's support the government of the day. We work with the government of the day, and we shall continue to support them. Other than that, we are pushing Zambian music high.
Thank you very much. Well, viewers, this has been Chat 360 for this week, and we were privileged to host members of the Kalandanya Music Production. I think they have outlined their program of action. We first started with the Charona Morao song, which I think has caught everyone dancing, including my director. She's just put it, it's one of the only songs that plays in the office throughout.
It's a nice one.
Yes, it is. So it's there. You go in the bars, you find it's playing, you go, it's there. So Charona Morao, we need to unite the country, like Mr. Mbanga and everybody else has said. We need to unite the country, and music worldwide, historically, is known to be a uniting factor, just like football. We have all sorts of people go to watch football, and we have all sorts of people go to watch music. So what the Kalandanya Music Production has done, especially on that song, bringing the various musicians together. 32, I'm told you have got more than 32 musicians under your production house.
45.
45. That is a very big number, and most of these are youths. We need to move the youths from the streets to start doing something. And music is one talent that they can do. And Kalandanya Music Production, like they have said, the doors are open, they are available to provide that sanctuary for the youth movement in the country. Until next week, this has been your host, Chero Katambo. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Vice President Inonge Wino Friday morning lost.
Preparation muri kitchen ya ndoti wewe senda poka bulu mune chipyango kupyanga mwebo corruption is a bad disease webo waka inde mwachite chiwande ukupyangulula corruption mu chalo chesu cha Zambia
ay ona change ye mwenzo kuna ya yamba kuoneka ona economy ye muna votela ya yambo balansa
bayuthi tani bonse wonse tuikatale takuli tribalism takuli nepotism takuli capitalism takuli nangoism
lekafya mwamu mono yote naiva umutima wakwe kwa timalaika baba bali ayelele mama bali naleta mailanjirei naleta luo bulo naleta mulinganya kwa muntu wose utevisusha kapuwe na isusha loko utevisusha kapuwe na isusha akainde nikutudiraiva echi nikutudiraiva akainde nikutudiraiva echi nikutudiraiva.
Peace has been restored by a leader sent from God. Upper life we can all afford. Vonse vankala according.
Soya binzi kamfuru mende itokula pamtengo ubo manchevere kamfuru mende itokula pamtengo ubo echi wabikamo profeti mubulimi chindi chakulima chashika oh echi wabikamo profeti mubulimi chindi chakulima chashika
bakateka twamitotela free education yena mwatu sova CDF mutu file kimi na bonta teba sisemo.
Just imagine no mwaka taulapwa ifintu vya chinja awe value lebonga. Just imagine no mwaka taulapwa ifintu vya chinja awe value
tumubezinji abeleke gabotue Mamulelingo tutisindwa nyoyu amubone muzindi tishoto CDF yazwa kuyaka kunina kupatela atubalumbe basolori esukari amwindirie basolori akubeleka
Nizimahi batipata ulemu umamali kesi Kuribe vovutana na makada umamali kesi
Twamina walifuti twasakwidila CDF ya watu wane shikola ya wanaona tuwane yobe umesa ya bali tuadilila muhane lola asate milimo bali atuadilile